Renee Jensen, the host of the event. Put myself last because I was too hyper to speak ahead of time. I had too many things to make sure everyone was doing okay. And I expected maybe 5 people to be left. I figured everyone would be home by now. So I'm very thankful that you came to hear my lecture. I've been doing Feng Shui about 18 years. How many people here, I'm sure everyone has heard of Feng Shui. Are any teachers in the room? Okay. Sometimes you meet people. I love to meet other teachers. Feng Shui is a verb to me. It's action, and it's about finding the perfect balance in life. And I want to talk to you about what that means. So tonight, I'm going to talk about unblocking prosperity. People are so busy trying to attract good things into their life. And you can't attract anything in if a pot is full already. You have to learn how to empty things, and you have to learn how to block negativity so that you can attract things in. Feng Shui is an art that's 3,000 years old, and before it was actually a Chinese art, it came down through Tibet and India. And I like to say it started when man first decided to find a cave to go in and find shelter. He used the environment to find a better place to live and to make himself safe and sound. So it was an art for the kings. The common man was not allowed to know Feng Shui. In fact, there was a lot of anger when one particular master from Tibet came to the United States and decided to let the cat out of the bag. This was not meant for, especially the Americans, to have access to it. You will find high-level corporations using money, color psychology, and all the techniques, and where to sit at a conference table for power. But this was very highly paid and highly prized. But I believe everyone should live at 100%. And one of the things I've learned with Feng Shui is that we all go through good and bad cycles in life. And so if you look at the yin-yang symbol, you have this black and this white spiral. And we are in different points in our life at all times. But the one thing I like to always tell everyone is that when you're in the darkest of darks and there's no hope and you feel there's nowhere to go, that there's a little dot of white there, and that the cycle has to change. You can never stay in the dark forever. It gives you hope. And the white is about humility. When things are going fabulous for you, absolutely fantastic, and you're at the top of the world, there's a little dot of black in there. Just remember to stay humble, because one of the rules of Feng Shui is that things will change. We don't like to face change. We hate change. We want to stay frozen at a certain age. If we're doing great, we want to stay in perfection. But life's about changing and morphing. Now, why is it that, does everyone need to do Feng Shui or learn this art? And the word is absolutely not. And there's a reason for that. People are born in what they call 3 lucks. There's heaven luck, man luck, and earth luck. So what is your heaven luck? Well, if you've had your astrology chart done, if you studied karma or past lives, and even if you look at your family history, you came in with a certain agenda. You might have money luck. You might attract money no matter what you do and have fantastic money luck. You don't need to go to a Feng Shui class to learn how to attract money. That's already in your karma. That's heaven luck. So what is next? It's called man luck. So you take your heaven luck, who you're born male or female, you're born in a country in Africa, or you're born here in the United States where you might have more opportunity. You know, all these things place you in a certain place. So now what do you do with it? You use your mind. You go to school. You educate yourself. And you build opportunity, sometimes out of nothing. And that's called man luck. And the Feng Shui is this amazing art that actually will, it's called an earth science, and will actually change your life from the outside in. Now, the best thing I found about Feng Shui was I was always the kind of a person that was a reader, a poet growing up, and I studied everything, and I was a very internal kind of a person. And so the external things, especially, you know, picking out drapes and colors, didn't interest me at all. It was trivial in my mind. When I found out that you could actually paint your kitchen lavender so you don't crave sweets anymore because the color would affect you, I thought, are you kidding me? That, you know, you can actually work from the outside in. So the bottom line is, when you go to all these healers and you get healed and you make yourself well, and you go home and you have a sick house, you're actually going to take all of that great vibration and you go back home and it's going to slam you right back down. Because your house will always tell your story. So my clients that call me, I've done hundreds and hundreds of consultations. I've done everything from, children's schools. I've done the NBA. I didn't even know what the NBA was till my son said, "Mom, it's the National Basketball Association." I've done, I'm not a sports person. I've done many different things, and they all benefit from it. We actually talked about the teams, about what color uniforms they should wear. Because if you wear a certain color, another team will never attack you if you're not going to wear pink, but pink's a non-violent color. But red will absolutely irritate somebody and cause a lot of anger. So there's a lot of different things about feng shui. And what I want to talk to you tonight about is about some key things you can do to unblock prosperity and to unblock things in your life. Because we're busy attracting things. We're spending a lot of money on how to get rich quick. Take the millionaire course. We're spending millions on trying to become millionaires. And we come home from these classes, and the next thing you know, we're back in the same position. They don't work. Why? Why don't they work? And the thing is, first we have to unblock. So we have to have an empty vase. We have to have, if you have a full piggy bank at home and you want more money, the universe is saying, but your piggy bank is full. What more? There's nowhere to put it. It will not bring in new energy for you unless you have cleared out something. So one of the things I like to do is recommend putting an empty vase near the front door, because it actually will not only attract and pull negative energy, but it actually will ask the universe to send some more benevolence to you. And the front door is a key piece for you. That is the mouth of chi, where every piece of opportunity will come through. So one of the first things you will need to address is your front door. So do you use your front door, or do you come in through the garage? Does anyone, because the Chinese say if you use your garage, you are not the master of your home, but a servant in it, because you're entering through the servant's headquarters. And most Americans drive a lot, go to work constantly, and they're actually, so the UPS man rings the front doorbell. So you need to empower yourself and use your door. Now your door should be the most beautiful door in the neighborhood. It shouldn't have any cobwebs, it shouldn't be sticky, it shouldn't be rusty, because that is one of the key pillars of feng shui to attract in. So the first thing you can do to unblock and open up opportunity is to activate the front door. Another key thing, because I want to give you tools, I'm a very common sense person. I'm not going to tell you to hang crystals. I know they work, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what you can go and change your life immediately. So you're going to check your front door. You're going to check, this is like good housekeeping. You're going to go and check your house for broken objects. If you have a stopped clock, and believe me, people have 7 to 8 or 9 of them in a house, the energy will stop and freeze, and you will actually be held back. And many couples that have relationship issues, I find stopped clocks in their relationship corner. I find stopped clocks in their health areas. I was in several homes that had 7 or 8 stopped clocks. And one man absolutely refused to do anything about it, and he became very ill. So I can only recommend, but clocks, anything broken, anything chipped, if you have water leaks are a sign of financial stress, and they're a sign of psychic energy. So if you are going through any type of money worries, you will either spring a leak, and if it's a basement leak, it has to do with the past. If it's coming in through the ceiling, roof leak, you have some fear of the future going on. So fix your leaks immediately. That old adage, money down the toilet, is absolutely why they said that, because you're flushing away money. So fix your leaks immediately. That'll completely shift everything for you. And do a clutter check. Clutter is the most emotional issue, and this country has so much stuff. So I like to think of feng shui as Santa Claus flying over your rooftop with this big bag, because I want more. I want more. I want a millionaire class, and I want this, and I want that. And he's flying over our rooftops, and you're going, You got everything, keep moving. There's nothing here. The house is so cluttered, has so much stuff, that the universe is not going to send things to you. And your clutter is highly charged and emotional issue. It is called unfulfilled dreams. So don't even waste money on a feng shui consultant. If you start with your own clutter, and don't tell your husband to throw his baseball hat out. Don't touch his stuff. Work with your own energy first. Because once you start moving your energy, you will unfreeze it. Now, clutter will affect, if you can read your clutter, you'll know what's going on with you. So if you're the kind of person that has a clean house, but if somebody opens a closet door and everything's stuffed, you have hidden issues. For hidden issues. If you have clutter in the basement, or below the level, you have a lot of issues with the past. And that's my last clutter holdout. I still have stuff from my mom when she passed, my aunt, and my husband, who knows, he doesn't believe anything of this. He goes, Miss Feng Shui, he goes, there's a little clutter in the basement. I know. I still have emotional attachment to those pieces, and they're just frozen there, and I need to move them. So it's really emotional stuff. Now, if you have clutter on this type of surface, this is present time. And most busy people have cluttered counters. But when the clutter starts getting cobwebs and you forget, and there's spiders crawling out from under the papers, then it's not serving you. You're actually blocking your current opportunity. So read your clutter. If you have clutter up high, if there's a lot of gravity up high, like weight above cabinets and shelves, you have blocking the future. Now, if you're the kind of person that puts things around the house, so you're constantly maneuvering around things, you are blocking your pathway. You're completely setting up blocks. And if you feel blocked, it's because the house is, it's showing you, because you always will, that you will set things to tell the truth. You just have to learn how to read them, become your own feng shui master. Now, a room is the same way, because everything's a microcosm. So if I were going to read this room here, I would say this is the past, this is current time here, and this is the future. So if you want to sell your house, you unhinge a picture from the wall, and it unblocks present time, and the house will sell. If you are cluttered in your mind and you can't focus and you can't think straight, here's a quick thing you can do. Take all the pictures down that are eye level and put them down on the floor and leave them there for a few days. And give yourself white space. Allow your mind to be free. You're going to feel, it's going to change everything for you. And again, this is the future up here. So I've been in homes where people have moved and they had an anger issue that they didn't want to buy the house the husband wanted, so she had not one picture hung in 5 years. She would not anchor in. If you move somewhere and you want to anchor, you will hang a picture. So these are things that can use to unblock you. Now, another thing that's important is look at your artwork, because your mind doesn't know the difference between a lemon and a picture of a lemon. It will still have the same reaction. So each picture is a window into reality. This is what you're creating in your life. So if you're lonely, and I've been in many clients' homes, and they have the picture on the bed with the dog on it, that's what they're attracting in their life. That's it. Or empty landscapes. They have tons of empty landscapes. And so the picture will give you the truth about what you've been attracted to. And because of that, once you become aware, and everything makes a difference. Who gave you the picture? Was it an ex-partner? Was it a mother-in-law that you hate the picture, but you keep it up because if she comes to visit, she's going to be angry with you? So you're compromising, or you're not living at 100%. And one of the quickest ways that you can tell yourself, you can do your own clutter testing, you can read your space. If you would stand in front of an object and don't go into the head, put your hand on your stomach. This is actually the primal brain, and we read things. I mean, when you get stressed, it immediately goes to your stomach, and then it goes to the head. So you stand in front of an object, and you say, okay, how do I feel? Am I going down? Am I going up? Or am I just neutral? Well, in my opinion, if you're not up here, you're settling. Because even this isn't okay. You're living compromised. You should always have things that uplift you. And just allow that opportunity to come into you. Another thing on artwork, I had a client who loved these pictures of the storms with the, what do they call them, lighthouses, and the crashing storms. And I said, that's, what you're attracting into your life. And he said, but I use it as a symbol. I've always overcome challenges. I said, but what you're doing is you're just creating challenges constantly to overcome. Do you want your life to be a series of challenges? Or do you want to have a beautiful river or beautiful path? So you can easily become your own feng shui master by starting to read your home and read everything in it. And the bed should have nothing under it except for money. Money attracts energy field, and the feng shui masters only like money under the bed. Never put shoes under the bed. But if you want to attract money, you can make a nice little dish. You can put a little mirror under it to magnify it, and you can actually put money in your auric field. If you live in a tight place and you cannot fit more than, you have to use under the bed, try to store things that you only use occasionally. Just keep it very simple. So you're maybe seasonal blankets, so you're only disturbing the bed energy. If you only feng shui your bedroom, you will have affected 99% of your luck, because the bedroom has that much power. So you don't even have to feng shui your whole home. The pillars are the door, the bed, the stove, and the desk. But the bedroom is the most powerful. And many people say, but nobody goes in there. We want to decorate the living room first, because what's more important, your face to what other people see, or how you really honor yourself and your partner. And you don't have to have a partner. It's about honoring who you are. So your bedroom will affect your health. If you don't have a headboard, you have no support in life. Bottom line. And it goes back to primal instinct about feeling safe. So if you are living in a cave and your head is floating around, it's not protected. So man needs to feel secure, he needs to feel safe, and he needs to feel empowered. So the best thing we can do is to learn how to read our spaces. It's a simple art and it's a complicated art, but it works incredibly. When I first started feng shui, my cousin who was here tonight, she won $6 million that week. I mean, the stories are amazing. But the most powerful thing is to help children have healthier bedrooms, help schools have healthier schools, have buildings be healthy, happy places for people, and not settle for second best and for living a full life. So I might be out of time. Might run to the, okay. So the 4 pillars of feng shui are the front door, the bed, the stove, because the stove's about making money. It's about feeding yourself. So if you don't eat, what is the key bottom of prosperity? I don't eat, I don't live. So food is the true measure of prosperity.